Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, c'est mardi le 19 avril et le mot de passe est ce n'est pas vrai. In addition to that, I'm going to have you practice a couple other things for your Flipgrid. This week, actually, meet is not correct here because we will not have a meet tomorrow available because I will be at a training. So get rid of that. Everybody's going to be doing a Flipgrid for tomorrow. Alors, il y a le mot de passe, ce n'est pas vrai. TPR, which, if you go to slide 5, all of this is introduced by la classe. I'm going to have you in your video, because you'll be individual, use je instead. That's not going to change any of this. So instead of saying la classe touche la jambe, you would just say je touche la jambe, etc. So just a heads up there, but make sure you watch my video, practice through these a few times, know what you're saying when you do those gestes. Comment tu te sens aujourd'hui? Je me sens étonné. Je me sens effrayé. If you use this one, je m'ennuie, you don't use the je me sens in front. Just say je m'ennuie, period, and that's the end of that. Je me sens nerveux ou nerveuse. Je me sens heureux, heureuse. Remember, anything, it's kind of stereotypical here, but anytime you have bleu, that's going to be masculin, rose, féminin. So just depending on how you identify, use the correct form of the adjective there. The ones that don't have masculin, féminin are because they are the same in both forms. If you identify as non-binary or anything that is not masculin, féminin, go ahead and use the masculin because it's kind of the default. That's something I'm kind of reading up on, and it's unclear. It's kind of mostly personal preference, which adjective you use if you identify as non-binary. So something kind of interesting. Either way, je me sens, insert your adjective, and then also I'm going to have you do quel temps fait-il, depending on what the weather is like tomorrow. Il neige, hopefully we're done with that, but maybe il pleut, il fait frais, il y a du soleil. I'm not sure what the forecast is, so peut-être. Il fait chaud, unlikely. Il fait bon, peut-être. So, il y a du vent, always an option. We're in Missouri. So, you'll be answering that question as well as comment tu te sens. Okay, et aujourd'hui dans l'histoire, there is no discussion today, but this is just for reading comprehension practice. C'est l'anniversaire d'Oli. Oli, il s'appelle Olivio Ordóñez, mais il préfère Oli, est né en 1996. C'est un rappeur français avec son frère Florian, Big Flo, Ordóñez. So, il s'appelle Florian Ordóñez, il préfère Big Flo. Leurs parents, c'est their parents. Leurs parents viennent de l'Algérie et ils ont grandi en France à Toulouse. Viennent de l'Algérie, they come from Algeria, which is a country in northern Africa. Et ils, les garçons, ont grandi, grew up, en France à Toulouse. Toulouse est une ville dans le sud, the south of France. Ils étaient les plus jeunes rappeurs français à recevoir un disque de platine. So they were the jeunes, c'est young. When we put les plus in front, the youngest rappers, French rappers, à recevoir un disque de platine, a platinum disc, en 2015 pour leur premier album. Et voici un exemple if you want to listen to some of their music. Okay, dernière chose, last thing today, we have this Google form to fill out. And it's important that you do this today because I want to use it to make your personne spéciale for tomorrow. So if as many people as possible get it finished today, I can put that together and we can be using your answers instead of just my made-up answers to put together our fictitious personne spéciale. D'abord, il y a un Quizlet. Use this Quizlet, go through it a few times so that you're familiar with the questions you're going to encounter in the Google form. So that's a tip that I would take to heart. Remplissez, fill out the Google form. You're going to find when you click on this, well, hopefully you'll find when you click on this, there we go, that the form says that you may use complete sentences or not. They're not required. They're always a good way to practice your writing, but this is more of a reading comprehension activity. So if you just want to answer with one-word answers, that's fine too. The idea is that you understand the question. Comment tu t'appelles? Tu as quel âge? Some of those are pretty easy. Others, est-ce que tu as un animal de compagnie? Quelle sorte d'animal? Est-ce que tu as ton permis de conduire? Those might require you to refer to the Quizlet again, which will help with comprehension of those. Okay. I can't get this to go back down. There we go. Boom. Okay. Et c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That is it for today. So as always, if you have questions, let me know. Other than that, au revoir to the monde.